A major change is taking place on the global financial scene, and it will certainly turn heads in Russia and Iran. These two countries have succeeded in a masterstroke by linking their national payment systems, thus changing the game and bypassing the financial influence of the United States and its major banks. In this context, we will examine the implications of this bold action and how it could affect the balance of power in the financial world. Linking payment systems, Russia and Iran have successfully connected the cross-border interbank payment system, CIPS, of Iran with the System for the Transfer of Financial Messages, SPFS, of Russia. This integration allows them to bypass the use of the US dollar and the euro in their bilateral commercial transactions. This strategic movement represents a direct challenge to the financial domination of the West. By using their own national currencies, the Russian ruble and the Iranian rial, these two nations can now carry out transactions without having to depend on Western financial infrastructures, such as the widely used SWIFT system dominated by the United States. This significantly reduces the impact of financial sanctions imposed by Western countries, especially those of the United States, and provides greater economic autonomy for Russia and Iran. By freeing themselves from dependence on the dollar and the euro, Russia and Iran show that it is possible to create a parallel financial system that is not subject to Western political and economic pressures. This strengthens their economic sovereignty and paves the way for closer financial cooperation between nations that seek to avoid Western financial hegemony. Strategic movements. Russia and Iran are developing an independent financial network in response to Western sanctions. The heavy sanctions against Russia for the conflict in Ukraine and the continuous ones against Iran for its nuclear activities push them to create this network. The sanctions aim to isolate these countries economically by cutting them off from the international financial systems dominated by the West. To circumvent these pressures, Russia and Iran are connecting their national payment systems, CIPS and SPFS, making transactions directly with each other using their own currencies. This strengthens their economic autonomy, reduces their dependence on Western financial systems, and offers greater resilience against future sanctions. By bypassing the US dollar and the euro, they protect their economies from fluctuations and Western political decisions. This initiative also opens up new economic opportunities, potentially leading to a coalition of countries seeking to free themselves from Western financial influence. In short, this cooperation is a strategic maneuver to circumvent the sanctions, strengthen their economic autonomy, and explore new opportunities for international collaboration. Economic resilience. The Russia-Iran collaboration aims to strengthen their economic resilience and independence. By uniting their payment systems, they protect themselves against economic sanctions and Western pressures, reducing their vulnerability to fluctuations in international financial markets. This independent payment network allows direct transactions in ruble and rial, increasing their financial independence. The first transaction via this system marks an important milestone, demonstrating its feasibility and strengthening the trust of both countries. Russia and Iran have significant growth ambitions, aiming to double their trade volume. This planned increase indicates a strong desire to strengthen their economic ties and fully exploit their financial partnership. Sectors such as energy, manufactured goods, agriculture, and technologies could benefit from this increased trade. By reducing transaction costs and eliminating the barriers imposed by sanctions, both countries can stimulate economic growth. This financial collaboration is designed to provide long-term resilience, preparing both countries to face future economic and geopolitical challenges. In conclusion, this collaboration is a thoughtful strategy aimed at protecting their economies from sanctions, stimulating trade growth, and preparing for a stable and prosperous future. BRICS Alliance. The independent payment systems developed by Russia and Iran are part of a trend within the BRICS, which are expanding to include new members such as Iran, Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, Egypt, and Ethiopia. This enlargement strengthens the economic and geopolitical weight of the alliance. One of the main objectives of the BRICS is to reduce their dependence on the US dollar in international transactions. To do this, They are working on BRICS Pay, a unified interbank payment system using national currencies. This system is based on advanced technologies such as blockchain and central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, ensuring security, transparency, and efficiency. BRICS Pay offers several advantages: reduction of transaction costs, strengthening of financial sovereignty, reduction of vulnerability to sanctions and Western economic pressures. It also aims to be inclusive, allowing a larger part of the population, including small businesses and rural communities, to access financial services. The implementation of BRICS Pay could transform world trade by encouraging intra-BRICS exchanges and reducing dependence on Western markets. This stable and independent payment system could also attract other nations to join or collaborate with the BRICS. Designed to offer long-term resilience, BRICS Pay prepares member countries to navigate an uncertain global environment. In summary, BRICS Pay and the enlargement of the alliance mark a step towards greater financial independence, strengthening the economic resilience of the member countries, promoting financial inclusion, and repositioning the BRICS as key players in the global economy. Technological advances. The BRICS Pay system relies on cutting-edge technologies such as blockchain and central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, to ensure secure, efficient, and politically neutral transactions. The blockchain offers high security thanks to its decentralized architecture, reducing the risks of fraud and allowing real-time verification of transactions. It also allows almost instantaneous settlements, thus increasing operational efficiency. CBDCs, issued and regulated by central banks, offer stability and confidence comparable to traditional currencies. They can also facilitate financial inclusion by allowing more people to access financial services, even unbanked populations. The use of blockchain and CBDCs in BRICS Pay makes it possible to avoid the political influence of the major Western financial powers, thus offering a payment network not subject to unilateral political decisions. BRICS Pay aims to offer financial services to large companies as well as small ones, individual entrepreneurs, and rural populations. By using advanced technologies, it reduces the costs of financial transactions, especially for SMEs. Designed to be sustainable and scalable, BRICS Pay can withstand economic and geopolitical shocks and adapt to rapid growth. It represents a paradigm shift in the global financial system, paving the way for a more balanced and equitable system. The technological advances integrated into BRICS Pay offer a secure, efficient, and politically neutral solution for financial transactions aimed at expanding access to financial services, reducing costs, and strengthening the economic resilience of member countries. Global financial reorganization. The actions of the BRICS represent a significant change in the global financial order, aiming for a multipolar world where financial power is more equitably distributed. These nations seek to reduce their dependence on the US dollar for international transactions, thus counteracting its use as a tool of economic and political power. By promoting the use of their currencies for trade, the BRICS encourage the diversification of foreign exchange reserves, reducing vulnerability to fluctuations in the dollar and the policies of the US Federal Reserve. With initiatives such as BRICS Pay, they are developing an alternative financial system using the blockchain and CBDCs for secure and efficient transactions. By linking their national payment systems, the BRICS are creating an integrated network that allows direct transactions, bypassing Western intermediaries and reducing costs. The actions of the BRICS are aimed at redistributing global financial power, creating a multipolar environment where several centers of power coexist, unlike the current hegemony of the United States and the European Union. Each member can play a more important role in its region, strengthening economic ties and intra-regional cooperation. By developing independent financial systems, the BRICS reduce their exposure to Western sanctions, thereby strengthening their economic sovereignty and their ability to make decisions based on their interests. The inclusion of new members such as Iran expands the influence of the BRICS economic bloc, showing the attractiveness of their alternative in the face of the Western financial order. By using alternative payment systems, the BRICS are opening up new trade routes and exploring new markets without the constraints of Western financial systems. The BRICS efforts for a multipolar financial system represent a paradigm shift in the world economic order, seeking to transform the existing system to better meet their needs and aspirations. They are positioning themselves as leaders in the creation of a more equitable and balanced economic order, thus marking a major reorganization of the global financial order. Role of China's cross-border interbank payment system, CIPS, launched in 2015, challenges the SWIFT system dominated by the US dollar. Developed by the People's Bank of China, PBOC, the CIPS facilitates international payments in yuan, aiming to reduce dependence on the American financial framework. Designed for real-time payments, it offers a modern and secure infrastructure, competitive compared to SWIFT, to process a high volume of transactions. SWIFT, widely used for international payments, is associated with American economic and political power. By facilitating transactions in yuan, CIPS offers an alternative independent of U.S. political influences, thus reducing the use of the dollar as an intermediary currency and circumventing economic sanctions. CIPS supports the Chinese strategy of internationalization of the yuan, reinforced by bilateral agreements to promote its use in world trade. By developing CIPS, China is strengthening its financial sovereignty, reducing its vulnerability to U.S. sanctions, and increasing its global economic influence. By encouraging the use of the yuan, China is strengthening its influence in Asia and around the world, strengthening its strategic alliances. CIPS improves the efficiency of cross-border yuan payments, reducing delays and costs, strengthening confidence in the stability of yuan transactions. China is expanding the CIPS network in partnership with global financial institutions, facilitating its adoption and integration with other international systems. CIPS plays a key role in the creation of a multipolar financial system by the BRICS, offering an alternative to Western financial infrastructures and encouraging their global adoption. In conclusion, the CIPS represents a major challenge to SWIFT and the US dollar, reducing dependence on the US financial framework, strengthening Chinese financial sovereignty, and increasing its global economic influence in a BRICS strategy of financial multipolarity. In conclusion, the creation of a joint interbank payment system between Russia and Iran is an important initiative that has major economic and geopolitical implications. This initiative allows the two countries to strengthen their economic cooperation and reduce their dependence on the Western financial system dominated by the United States. The creation of this alternative payment system is a strategic response to the economic sanctions imposed by the United States and other Western countries. By circumventing these sanctions, Russia and Iran can continue their economic development and strengthen their geopolitical position. This initiative also has broader implications for the world order. The creation of an alternative payment system strengthens the trend towards multipolarity and weakens the hegemony of the US dollar and the Western financial system. This could encourage other countries to follow the example of Russia and Iran and create alternative payment systems, which could lead to fragmentation of the international financial system. However, it is important to note that this initiative also comes with risks and challenges. The creation of an alternative payment system could lead to a fragmentation of the international financial system and make international economic cooperation more difficult. In addition, Russia and Iran must face significant technical and regulatory challenges to set up this alternative payment system. In the end, the creation of a joint interbank payment system between Russia and Iran is an important initiative that reflects the geopolitical and economic changes taking place in the world. This initiative has major implications for economic cooperation between the two countries and for the world order more broadly. It will be interesting to follow the evolution of this initiative and its long-term implications for the world economy and international relations.